It's you get down to the nitty gritty when you start laughing. Like it's crazy.
Like I think you get to the point where you're just like, okay, I actually need someone here so I know what to do, you know?
Oh my gosh. All right,
going 1 and 2 in
everybody.
RTR?
Good morning, everybody. Wow.
Morning.
Welcome to the audio video test for a lab stream that we haven't done in likely like 8 months or something like that. Let me know how I sound, how Rupert sounds on this dang old thing, and then we're probably not going to be here for that long, so yeah, it's gonna be chill. It's gonna be pretty chill.
Quick little stream.
Today was a day, so oh my god.
Dude, I slept in. I went to Costco. It was like, dude, like man, I forget how like much of a battlefield Costco is sometimes. You know, like, you're fighting for your life in there. Like the minute you it's like from the minute you get into like that area to like.
All right, we're getting here. We're gonna do a first.
Right, I'm gonna yeah. I need to warm up so I remember how to play this game. I got a local that I want to try to win, but you know, I've been after the next big offline tournament I play, dude. I'm a BB tagger.
Ha! It'd be like that.
Dude, I've been playing a lot of BB tag. It's so late.
Oh no. BB tag build sandwich combos.
Like low key, that game low key kind of fun. But only low key though.
It's a very redonkulous kind of game. Can't confirm. Oh, this is not the right B graded. Not get graded image. Whoops. Bonk. There we go.
Okay, I'm on the way.
Fix that.
I'm on the way.
Wow.
All right.
Sheesh. We're gonna play a first attempt, and then we're just gonna get started. A lot of this is just answering questions, and if chat has any questions at any point in time, please put it in the chat. We'll get to it. I've been playing this because it's been silly.
Oh my god, you're playing this super old team.
The very classic right now.
Yeah, this is like.
What's up, base?
This is
a 2015 kind of team right now.
I know, this is like pre-Annie type team.
This is a Josh B type team right here. What if I dash up?
I thought Josh B played with double.
Oh, I had the grip. You didn't get it. I saw that.
Ooh, imagine.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, I'll take it.
No, Alfie counter. Boom, boom, boom.
Ooh, red.
Boom.
And crumple.
Oh, you didn't get it. Grippy.
Oh, okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, I built the meter in time.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, no, I don't.
No, you don't. Oh no.
I thought you were gonna come back, Graham. I'm not gonna lie. I was ready for something.
No.
Alright, let me see. You blocked that. You're such a
yes,
nerd.
I did. What are you talking about? Because you've been doing it for a while. Of course I block it.
The cross under 5 HK. Oh, whoops. I don't think you do it.
Oh no, you got a big arm. That's a big man so fat.
I don't know. I didn't get the jump.
Oh no, sir. What exactly is the lab stream? We go over questions, community submitted questions, in the forums, in all of our forums across all of our forums. So if you ever asked a question, we have a question that says, "What questions would you want answered in the lab?" And then we use all of that to kind of build up on like a repository of questions that people ask from the community. So if you have questions,
it's also part of the VOD review forums as well too.
Yeah.
So in case that we're not able to answer it during the VOD review itself, we can do it then and there.
I'll pour that. Yeah.
Give me him. Give me him. Give me him. I want him.
No.
I want him.
Later.
No! Oh my god!
Come here.
Okay, man. Okay, you know what?
What?
You're
I
right.
did it again.
Okay. My fault. My fault. My fault. My fault. I also thought you were running hairball. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so BB tag pilled. I'm like thinking push like requires my bar. I'm like, I'm gonna wait this out.
I don't know how I hit you. How did I hit you? 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 I'm concerned. How did I hit you?
No, I. Okay, man. Okay, man.
Woo! Bonk.
Honestly.
Uh-oh. Nope.
Oh, you're so lucky. I didn't. I thought you were on the land recovery. My fault. 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 My bad. My bad. My bad. Oh, I thought you were gonna go for the overhead. Okay. I'll take that out. That's fine.
Yeah, Philia. Yeah, Philia, you're the best.
Oh my god, that doesn't reach.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh god.
Oh, Philia. Oh, Philia.
I need her to know. I just want her to know, you know?
Need her to know.
She just needed to learn. When did JP start playing this game? Since Alpha.
Oh, that's crazy because they did crouch light. Crouch light faster. Bonk. Oh no! Okay. Oh, cool.
Oh! Ow!
That was cool. That was great. You can't punish me. You can't punish me. Nope. It was real. Bonk. It's about sending a message. True. It's about sending a message. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk.
Okay. Not the option I thought you were gonna do, but I'll take it.
All game, up forward. Insane.
Ooh. Can you not? Oh,
No.
get off me!
Not. Next advanced test stream? Maybe next week.
I didn't get the 5 HK. Alright, good night, girl. Oh, you kept the Sims. Oh, you know, you kept the Sims. Oh. Alright, who joins? Say your government right now.
Oops.
SSN and everything.
No, this is Hydra.
Ah, too late.
Bonk.
No. Well,
Woo! It traded. You don't have these. I love my car. What's that? Bunk. That's.
To be fair, you were way too far for even if I did have
That's
those.
true. That is a very true. Very true. For those who don't know, I've been playing since 2014.
Yeah, so like when this game came out, really.
Basically, it was right when Second Encore became Second Encore.
Is that really when Second Encore began?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 years after it actually came out? Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, Philia! You're supposed to get over there, Philia! Come on! Okay, what
man.
a trade,
Okay,
dude!
man.
What? What a trade! That was insane! Python, you still
Are
need
you
too
serious?
far.
Oh my
You still
God.
need too far.
I didn't want to use the EX!
Why not?
Because I thought the one was gonna kill. I was like, oh, I'll have it stocked and loaded.
We all know Bale players are good at math.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, get it. Bah. Blah, blah.
Okay.
Oh no! The band, the hit stop, dude. Sad.
God, help me! I didn't think I actually had to be underneath time. Okay, this. Oh, okay, I guess I'll just be here.
Oh.
This game works normally.
You're funny. Okay.
Ba, ba, ba,
Okay,
ba, ba,
I live. Okay, well.
ba.
Oh, ow! Mine!
Bunk.
I'll kill both. I'll kill one.
Oh,
I don't think I ever knew that's how that assist or that worked with assists.
Yeah, it's really, really finicky. Like one of the few things that Beowulf has as a thing that they could do. It's very difficult.
Dude, it is like like weight specific and like freaking like who's it like the way you have to route it is like character and weight like who's point and who's in the back like
Remember when doubles could just do that off her normal air throw?
Yeah, Loki, bring that back. I think you're spinning for. I think you're spinning guns.
Nah, dude, bring that back. I love air throw assist kill, dude. I love that. It's great.
Yeah, it does. You're the one advocating for it. Okay, man. Whoa, up there.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, why did it still have the hitbox? You got hit.
You're so lucky. You're so lucky. I missed my arm. Okay. I thought you needed to do one more. Okay. I hope you know. I hope you know which one I did.
What?
Oh, important.
Wait, why did you push block that head, CP? You're a double play.
Okay, can you not? Oh my god, you didn't even make it over me. I hate you.
Press the 2 HP button, Ruby.
Okay. I thought that was me that got the hit, not you that PvG suit. Look it! I got meaty.
Meaty.
Oh my god, I'm so sad. I should have just tried to go for the arm and hope for the best.
Be the
After the recall. Yeah.
Weh.
But what if I? But what if I?
Okay, man. Okay, man.
Don't get hit a little bit. Cool. Oh, cool. Oh no. Cool.
And I think that makes up for last game.
Ba-ba.
Oh, let me in, bro.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
god,
yeah.
I keep forgetting it's.
Bruh.
I keep thinking it's hairball. I don't know why. Get it out of the system. I cannot believe that hidden cross.
Like, I know hairball's really good. I'm surprised not as many people run up to.
I jump. Oh no, I jump. Oh. Oh, stand back. Stand back.
Netflix says no.
Oh no.
I
must have put my people leave.
Oh, what? Interesting.
Huggies! Huggies!
Ooh!
Ooh!
Oh.
I hate it here. I hate it here. Oh God, where are you?
There's no god.
No, I'm dead.
I have to do this.
Well,
Otherwise
actually,
it's
the
not
three
enough.
gods are right behind you on the windows.
Oh, cool! I get the dash.
Woo! I'm gonna be real. I didn't think you needed the dash.
Dope. I know. I
Don't
definitely
move.
needed the dash. I definitely needed the dash.
What do you do when an opponent is messing up with your assist like that? You gotta.
You must
you just-
protect
you-
them. You must.
You gotta
protect
protect.
Protect it, or
You
think
watch them
like
die.
you're gonna protect it. Like you either have to present the threat or really convince your opponent you're going to present the threat.
Oops! Wrong
And
timing.
if you don't give them a reason to change what they're doing, they're not going to change what they're doing.
Here.
Oh no. Ba ba ba
Alright.
ba 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 ba. Oh, okay. Well, no good gore for me.
You didn't have meter.
Bump. Ba 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 ba.
No, I don't know, man. This game's weird.
Ba, ba,
I've literally sat there just mashing quarter circle back, punch to get level 3 on Parasol, like for the entirety of someone's combo, and then it just doesn't come out. It's like, okay. Was that supposed to be PPGC Blitzer?
I was trying to catch them. Not with
The
Blitzer,
falling
but
jump medium kick?
no, this is like just to get out of there. Like, okay, well, I'll take this. You know, call me Street Fighter 6 the way I'm about to get throw loop right now.
Fruit Loops. This is so full.
Whee! Those are so sticky. Those are
Just
so
lose
sticky.
this.
Insane.
Oh,
Ba, ba, ba.
hey, my bad, my bad. My bad, Squidward!
Oh
No.
my fire! What did you? Sad. Fireball. Ball.
Those are not good. A forge
Oh,
medium
I'll gamble. I'll gamble. I'll gamble. I'll gamble.
See, look, Dud. See, you're not seeing the vision with us. It's going at a higher level than any of us are ready for. You know, like
No, it's just, I've never seen a Fuqua up for jump medium punch. Like, why
I
would you ever do that instead of jump leg punch?
you never met JP, bro.
I'm so
Bop, bop, bop.
confused.
You tried it. You tried it.
I tried to do it to you. My bad.
Bonk.
I can understand the versus like Pinwheel, but like there's no armor to break. Why is that the button? So
Oh.
Are you sure you didn't want to
Push
switch
back?
back and
Yeah.
forth? Lane cancel?
Get off of me, bro. Okay, my bad. Do it.
Oh.
I really thought you were gonna be just outside a hit stop race.
No!
Yeah.
Ow!
Oh, don't do it.
You what?
You what? Oh, what the heck? That combo?
The best part about this is I get to see all this delayed, so I hear the screaming, and I'm just like, huh, is that what they were talking? Oh no, that's what they were talking about.
Oh, I'm trading. I need to be better about that mix-up. Because it would've won too if I did it proper. You won't do it.
Look, we're just saving on this.
Ow! I didn't think it'd do it. I didn't think it'd do it. Okay.
Whee!
Okay, and you know what?
You tried.
And you know what? You're bad for that.
Wait, can you not do H press after level 3 like that?
No, it'd be too slow.
It doesn't work. It's too slow.
No, it's
Ben's far too large. Yeah, Ben's far too large for it. Otherwise, that would be like the optimal pick.
I don't know if the A train would have been better low key though.
Probably.
But
Dang,
enough to kill? I still
If you
block
turn
it. Oh,
high scaling, I don't actually know through train.
oh,
Ruby, block overhead.
no.
Oh,
I
the reach.
refuse to block. Neither of y'all want to block.
No! Jonathan! Oh, Jonathan.
Why does that work like that?
Okay, man. Alright, man.
Catches the forward movement.
Do you have to
Get her,
do a monster there to prevent getting lane cancel super?
Yes. Actually, because I'll just win that. That was the most delayed super I did in my life, ruler.
Oh my god.
It's awesome. Nice push block.
Right?
No, I wanted. No. Okay, I tried to challenge. Okay, man. Okay, you know what? My fault. Also, Dunce, I do have a stream.
Oh wait.
Oh, I had enough of you.
Bonk. But. That's
I may have
mildly
missed a
unfortunate.
JLK.
That's my
JLK might have been missed.
Back to back.
Just a wee tiny bit.
Just a little smidge bit.
Okay, what sounds like a good idea? Okay, man. I'm Sam blocking. I'm going to stand and block.
Oh, my card's light. Important. Bonk. Halabamba. Hi song. Boop. Ba. Ba ba ba.
Oh, am I okay?
Oh wow, you didn't get landing framed? VP.
Oh,
Get in here.
it's so janky that it still works that way. It did not used to work that way at all.
Bring it back.
What if I did it again? Oh, game. What? Come on. Ball. Game, push ball. Push ball, game. Come on, game. Push ball.
You need it.
Ball, ball, ball.
Yeah, you didn't have me either. You know?
Sorkin's trying so hard to get me to play PvP. I don't think I'll ever
what?
get used
I was
to
in the air.
needing me to
Big sad.
push block.
You needed a push ball, game. Did you know?
Oh, what is wrong with you?
Abort. Dang it. Game.
Okay, Ruby.
Yeah.
Start wolf shoot. That'll work.
That's what I tried to do.
They did.
No. It'll work this time, trust.
Double man
Okay.
buttons. Ooh. Oh, what?
Don't worry about it. No, shut up. Don't worry about it.
It worked. It was all a part of my master plan. You just didn't see the
Oh, that's
line.
it. Still don't get it. Still don't get it. Bum, 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 bum. Ba, ba. Ba.
Okay.
I like it, I like it.
Oh, you tried to get the Mies clip.
I did.
Cool.
I didn't know which. I didn't know what was happening there.
Goodbye, Ben.
The input might have came out the wrong way. Okay.
Ikoyo. Ikoyo. Bum, 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 bum.
Bonk.
Ba.
Did they ever get rid of the double chair drop bug?
Nope.
Turn off.
Well, I was gonna die of Chip anyways.
You
Okay, man.
You gotta do it in tournament at least once. Just
Yeah,
do
what's
the
our...
imperfect input, don't worry about it.
My duh.
Wee! No, you're stuck the clarinet out there. No.
My bad for sticking it out there. My bad. Throwing it back.
There's more.
And what is your problem? Oh, you didn't do it. Okay, you didn't do it. Okay, man. I didn't think you passed my. I thought you didn't try to go for drill.
Right.
Well, you
Oh.
pressed that on Philia. Okay.
You did.
I don't know if you saw this in Get Gr8 like a couple weeks ago. I'm like, why don't Philias ever press this?
Oh
button?
yeah,
Like, the,
I did.
the start of the hitbox are the same, and then I'm like, wait, I just keep looking, and it just gets
terrible.
worse and worse.
It's terrible.
It's
Oh,
like,
Fugwa? She didn't want to. She didn't want to.
hitbox and startup not bad. Oh, looks at recovery. Oh, looks at frame
Yeah.
advantage. Oh,
It's pretty
oh,
goofy.
no.
Oh, but okay? That happened 5 years ago? What? Come on, dude.
SMH Ruby, not going for the combo into level 3 on both. Band would
Been
never
sad.
make that drop. Never.
Pretty dry. Monk. Whee!
Are you gonna do it?
Monk.
No, I was waiting for the monster into teabag.
True.
I would never
Monster,
teabag.
monster.
Dude, I am a humble player. How dare you? You think I would disrespect my opponent?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah.
I
Like the
wouldn't
nice.
do any random person, but teabag JP, hell yeah.
Monk. 8-8.
Have I ever teabagged you, Ruby? I feel like I have.
Okay, cool.
Like, I know for a fact the people have done it the most to are JP and Ito.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
Okay.
something stupid happens and it's like, you just got him.
You definitely done it to me.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's mightily unfortunate that all of that happened. Big sad.
All the time. Okay, well,
Nope. It is not.
I thought I might have had a little bit of time.
It was nice knowing you, Paywolf.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Oh, you. Oh, ow, ow, ow!
Yeah, that's why you gotta run M train.
Whee! Bum, bum, bum. Oh, big
Ayo.
Banks. Nah, he
Okay,
lives.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Because people need him.
Nah, dog.
That's...
You know what that was. I don't need to explain myself.
Ah. Why am I ride dog?
I didn't get my super after. I hope you.
Oh no. Whee! Ba, ba, ba. That's
Wait,
funny,
you
that
didn't
one.
Trade what?
Dude, this game is this game in
This
its
game
rules
is
are-
big silly, dude.
Why did they not trade?
Hey, dude,
Hey, hit him with the A train read.
Uh oh.
Yeah! The same exact idea.
Oh.
No! No! I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, hear me out. Hear me
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
I thought I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
make it underneath.
That's fair. Nah, I understand. That's fair.
I thought I would have made it underneath that, and I'm like, okay, I'm at it.
Gamers, the clock.
It is the clock.
Okay, yeah, one more, and then I got a diff, and Dunce will take over for me. Okay, man.
The reach. Wow.
Dude, from his tippy toes.
Bonk.
Bonk.
Oh,
I hate
my
that
input got
crosses up.
crossed. My input got crossed.
Hey,
No.
no. That one you can blame
no.
Komodo. That's not on me.
Yeah, no, Komodo hit me with that on screen.
Oh,
Let's
okay,
see
come
me.
on.
I'm like, what the?
Why?
Any problems you have with me with Beowulf, I can name you the player that taught me.
Points, that was Sev, or points, that was Komodo. Or points, that was Nezo.
Oh no. It's fine. Ben lives, and that's okay.
I know.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, I wanted to lose there.
Oh, again. Oh, push block. I did it, I swear.
Didn't need it.
Bonk.
I
Yeah.
was telling me this, but you might be dead.
I may have had a little bit of an accident. You didn't do it! You didn't do it! Oh, you...
I did now. Oh, you block it! Okay.
I was like, I know it's coming. I don't care what direction.
Why don't you learn?
It's on the way, it's on the
Consequences.
All right, gamers. Wish me luck for locals today. If not, I already have my OS ready. And if not,
True.
you already know how it goes. All right, done. Tagging you out.
Yippee!
what I don't know what they call it, cross tag. Yeah, I'm cross tagging you out. Yeah.
Cross tagging.
From crossing fates. All right, later, gamers.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. Look. Sheesh. All right, gamers, welcome officially to a lab tree that hasn't happened in like 8 months. You know, we're supposed to do these. Also, we've been filtering the questions kind of hard because I need all of you to put things in question form. Not
Well, that
statements.
on top of how do neutral is not a question we can answer in lab.
Yeah, specificity goes a long way. So if you're like, Philia, I'm like, what about her? And you're just like, we can't help you. Like, can't help you. So we're just how to open Skullgirls. Right click, enter. Something like
Well,
that.
it depends on what launch options you have now.
Wait, you right. Okay. I'm staring at the form. This is what we have here. A little bit of this. How do you feel about that first one? Should we answer that first one? It's
Or are you talking about the actual Get Gr8 form?
yeah.
I think reading the first part gives context, but there's not much you can answer it in lab outside of just you recognize the setups past a certain.
Yeah.
Okay, so question:
Alright,
how to
yeah,
tell
let's
what
talk about
options the opponent can do on a reset? It genuinely just becomes a you learn.
Yeah.
You see it done to other people, or it gets done to you enough times where it's like, okay, these are the options. Or you can talk with a player who can explain it to you. All of the above. That's not as much of something you figure out in the lab, because it's unless you're good at that character and can reverse engineer what they did to you, it's just like
Right.
you figure it out. How to choose effective defensive options after recognizing that is a bit more easily done in lab, especially if you have someone who can recreate the setup.
Yeah.
And essentially, you want to do something. Well, two different ways of narrowing down what option you want to choose. The first one is don't do something that worries about an option they can't present. If something can't do left-right, don't worry about cross-up. It's like try to eliminate that from your thought bank whatsoever. It's like, okay, I'm focusing on high-low throw, air throw, or burst. And then the other thing you can do is either theorycraft or even better, go into a replay lobby with either you being able to do the setup on the bot or you playing with someone who plays that character and can perform that. And it's very much a figure out an option that tends to beat 2 or 3 of them. And that can kind of get more heavy into actually figuring out specific OSs for certain things. If you want to go that far. But a very basic example isn't even mix, it's just for block strings. If I'm playing versus, I'll use Parasol as an example. If I'm playing versus a Parasol and she goes past a medium punch, or well, past a medium on block, I am just default blocking overhead.
Fair.
Unless she has an assist, or unless she is a Parasol who uses Quake, which no one ever does, she doesn't have a low past that point. Outside of Sweep, which doesn't give her a full combo. And so it's like, until they start doing Sweep on block, you don't need to worry about it as much. And so it's you kind of just eliminate the options you actually need to worry about. And so it's not, oh, I need to react to the 4 heavy kick. It's, oh, they've gone past this point, I default to stand blocking and I can't get hit low sort of deal.
Yeah.
And you can kind of go through that thought process for block strings, for mix, all of the above. And it helps reduce a lot of the mental load of how do top players do this? And it's because they're only thinking about a couple things.
Yeah.
They're not superhumans who process everything better. Like, there's a little bit of that, but it's not to that extent. We're all human. Sort of deal.
Really, it just kind of comes down to decreasing as much mental stack as possible. Like,
and another thing to decrease mental stack, this is much more of a player adaptation. If you know the mix can do an option that a player almost never presents it, don't worry about it until they start using it more. The same way one thing I need to do more as Parasol. So it's like I have the corner vortex where I can do left, right, high, low, burst bait, air throw, ground throw. I almost never actually do the cross up until people start really holding everything. But to their credit, if they go, I'm playing dunce, he doesn't go cross up, they're not worrying about it. And more often than not, they're not going to get hit by my mix because I don't go cross up all that often. But you need to start worrying about it once I go, okay, I can throw this in now. Yeah, common player tendency kind of mental stack. Yeah, it's just recognizing actual options, and then the next layer is recognizing what options a player is presenting. Sort of, that's just learning the game.
Yeah, a lot of that is just learning the game. Like it's you learn the options as you play, and then you can figure out what you can do the more you keep playing. It's just kind of what it comes down to be somewhat hyper reductive about it. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuance to all of it, but without a more specific question, we can't give you specific examples.
Yeah.
Actually,
well, we could,
if you want to,
sure. An online
in
lobby.
A training lobby really quick.
Yeah. Whoops.
If you could play a light character with a double jump.
Sure.
So like
I know exactly who to play.
Or yeah. Curious. I don't know if I booted up the game, wouldn't it?
True. You're right.
I actually don't know if Fuqua can double jump out of it if I'm bad about it. No, she can double jump all the setups I want to talk about.
Yeah, all the things, yeah. There's literally just mashup. But double jumping in this game is insanely good.
Although every time we do this, you're gonna have to re-get your double jump. That's a little awkward.
Whoa, wow.
Okay.
Don't screw this one up, Be strong like oxen.
Alright, hit me with it.
So
To the corner.
I'm gonna do the funny corner setup,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna show you every option that double jump ends up beating. Actually, it doesn't.
That was not that one. Not that one. Definitely not that one.
Well, you haven't reset it either. Wait, yeah.
Oh, there you go now. Yeah. Right, it takes a little bit off.
It does avoid that still. So like if they're doing high-low, or if I do cross-up bad, they can. I don't think you can reset your double. If I do the cross-up
kind of
early, you can double jump out of it as well.
Yeah.
But so it's like I have a couple different options that air dash beats the low, but not the other, but not the high, because this has a pretty high hitbox after they changed it.
Yeah.
But so double jump beats all those, and if I can do this on a light, but it's hard. If you're doing double jump on that, you're not pressing anything that can burst. So it's like, again, figuring out an option that tends to beat a lot of things they can do is a good default option to have. Obviously, in this case, you need to be keeping track if you have your double jump, which is a little bit weird to do in these games. If you don't know, this game is strange. You do not regain your double jump by landing on the ground. You only get your air mobility back. So you only get your air dash back, you only get your double jump back if you jump yourself. So that's what I mean by JP didn't get a double jump back. If he had used a double jump previously and stayed on the ground, he cannot double jump out of this. Okay, so no longer has double jump.
Yep. Yep.
Stuck.
So yeah.
You only get it back once you yourself initiate a jump. Very important to keep track of versus characters with double jumps, because that makes some mix-ups. Like, you just can't do it versus them, and like TJ is really good at doing that. That's one of the most annoying things about playing him. It's just like, oh right, you can double jump out of that setup, and you're just like, well, he's gone.
Be like that.
So That's a bit of a side tangent, but so that's why you will see me very often for the setup. I like eliminating my opponent's options, so I will do a meaty. Now, if I'm good, actually that one might not be able to be meaty. Now that I think about it. Forget.
Which one's the meeting? Is it Final Minutes me?
I know I can do this and keep it meaty.
Yeah, that's fun.
And so it's like there are options that meet a lot of the choices your opponent can do, but past a certain point you need to then adapt to. Playing versus me, I don't give you the opportunity to double jump, so worry about other things. Because that also limits the options I choose. I very rarely go high-low until I have a conditioned person to not do anything else. And so that's just like going through all the steps of figuring out this mix is weak to XYZ. But my opponent chooses these options to... like, it changes the risk-reward of everything. And so it's kind of going through that whole process.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Cool. Let's see. This other question is probably it's not exactly specific enough, but it has to do. For those who don't know what the question is, when to use Robo H-Beam and when to get head drones and neutral, and that's very matchup dependent and specific, or needs to be a little bit more specific.
It's not something we can easily address here.
Yeah, can't exactly easily address.
Okay. Next question isn't as much of a lab question, but it's a lecture I've given a lot. So I will gladly reiterate. The question is asking, how do I go about moving with purpose? My answer is basic level, like very fundamental level, not thinking about other things. What buttons do I think are my character's strongest options? Or / what buttons do I like pressing the most on my characters? So I'm a Parasol player. This button's dumb. This button's dumb. This button's situationally pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and put myself at a position. I'm going to move to enable myself to press these buttons. I want to be sitting in this range, or, because I'm Parasol and I have my stupid dash, at a range where I can dash up and do things.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I want to hover in around this range to control neutral. Once I have my opponent more conditioned, I can then get a little bit closer and threaten. Or I can slow down the pace of the neutral to then back off and do another zoning plan. And so it is first level if like neutral and spacing and matchups are like way too much for you to focus on. The like simplest way to approach just like how do I want to think about my neutral, how do I want to think about my footsies, what buttons do I like pressing, how do I get myself in range to press those buttons, and you can just build from there. It's a very simple process because it's like now all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I like this, I like controlling the space of the game, this is a threat from this range, this is a threat from this range. And so it's like I kind of build my things from there. And versus Fuqua, it's different. If this is an Eliza, I don't necessarily want to be in this spacing because her H-Caught kind of limits the strength of my tools. It beats a lot of the things at this range that I specifically like being. And so I'd usually spend a little bit more time just outside the range or already here where I can dash in and avoid it if they're not on top of it. Or I personally do a lot of just like empty hop up forward. This allows me to chicken block it and do stuff like that. So it's you go from a very simple baseline of I like these ranges to then building a portfolio of in this matchup this doesn't work as well. I will do this instead. And it kind of just the more time you spend, the more of a fleshed out game plan you have. Then facilitate that with spending time in lab just pressing buttons, VOD reviewing other players, seeing what they like to do, and kind of steal ideas from them. It doesn't have to be entirely homemade. I'm a lunatic, and I learned this game by just playing and throwing myself at the wall and learning what I do and don't like. A lot of other people like to be a lot more analytical and go into a replay takeover and VOD review and like plan ahead of time sort of deal. So that is my intro to footsies.
Pretty good. Pretty good. In the same coin, especially in this kind of matchup, Fuqua's ranges are kind of limited because a lot of her buttons are super stubby. But her range is actually kind of almost the same as Parasol's, especially because of her wide stance. So like 2K is really good. 2 HP you can hit from super far away, and that's which enables her a lot of her confirms to be something like this, which is insane, and that's huge for you. So
and not to mention, if you just smash 2 HP, like you just avoid this.
You
just avoid some of my
instantly
strongest skills. Okay.
A lot of the strongest buttons are kind of
double
avoided.
does beat that. That's like you start learning those interactions as you go down the rabbit hole of matchups.
Yeah. So you know, kind of learn where your ranges are. It's pretty decent. Fuqua can also like to be in front of people's faces because I think she can do something like this to avoid a lot of options, which is super dumb. This squeezes her super far, so she can avoid a lot of shenanigans, both in face and at range. So it's kind of dependent on where you want to be in your space and where your approaches lie. So it's yeah, it's pretty good. Spacing's pretty good.
Yeah, and so to answer the question. Depends on your definition of footsies. This game isn't very slow, shimmy back and forth, like, sort of stuff, but if you just think of footsies more as just spacing, this game is still very spacing dependent. Assists muddy the waters, and, like, usually things you can contest, you can't contest when there's a brass behind it. But insert one of like 3 Sage-Am videos here, there is no speed limit to neutral. It's kind of like there are still a lot of really important decisions being made based on the spacing and situation of the characters. And so it's like, as Parasol, I very much like hovering around this range. And so I will do what I can to stay in this range. Oh yeah, I can do these.
Yeah, that's how you can do that.
But it's not going to be as important as, say, I'm playing Grand Blue or I'm playing Street Fighter, and it's like I need to slightly adjust my spacing, so I need to like do this. This gets you nowhere in this game when I have a backdash that's literally just cheating. And so it's in the game, it's a part of the game, and understanding it as a fundamental concept will help you be a better player. But there are other things going on as well.
Yeah.
But a lot of our old heads, a lot of our still top players, current top players to this day, are very good at a lot of other games. Some of them you might call Kuso. There's like a lot of them played Plus R, a lot of them played Central Fiction, a lot of them played well, some of them are Street Fighter players. Street Fighter.
Yeah, some of them are SF players. The Foley was SF. Ruby's SF4. It's crazy.
Yeah, and so it's like a lot of the best players of this game have strong fundamentals for fighting games, period. They do come in. You just have to learn a little bit more because Tag Fighters introduce new things. Skullgirls has different system mechanics with defense and all that sort of stuff, but
yeah,
it still definitely applies. So to the point where when we're hosting our actual educational events, I have to ask some players, like, what is your intent playing this way? What are you doing outside of just, like, what is your next game plan? Which is, like, the next extension to the Footsies lecture. I like being in this to enable these... Oh my god, I forget. Oh, right, because you have Phileas Hurtbox.
Yeah, it's crazy. I still have Phileas Hurtbox. Yeah, it's the same because my hand is still extended out even though it's at my hip. So, you know. Cool, Phileas Hurtbox.
But so it's like, yeah, a little bit of a ramble tangent. Next extension to what do I like doing in this game? Or, like, what buttons do I like to press? What does it help facilitate me to do in this game? So again, I like using these to control the pace of the game, to then either go back to zoning, or go in. And Parasol is very much a push and pull character. I can do whatever based on my whims and what I feel like is the best option versus my opponent in matchup and just player. And so it's like you kind of build the game plan from there, where it's like, these are my strong tools that help me control the pace of the game. By controlling the pace of the game, I make my opponent antsy. They either mash a lot, which I'm very good at baiting, or they shut down and play pretty defensive, which I have command high-low and a jump scare dash up throw.
Yeah.
And then I start running my offense from there. And so it's like, figure out spacing, figure out game plan, and that's just kind of all builds on top of each other's.
Yes. Let's see. In chat, how different is what you explained for Fuku or for Philia? Well, it's largely the same, except she has an air dash. Really? Like Philia range is more like almost the same as about Fukua's, except Philia can just instantly be over here in like 0.5 seconds.
So Fukua is much more the space control, check your opponents for mistakes.
Yeah.
Philia is use your movement to, in a footsie sense, bait out a response, and then either take screen space for it or cause them to whiff and then dash back in the advantage state while they're still whiff recovering. That tends to be a lot more how she's played.
Yeah, I can explain this. Where's my? That's one. Where's my button? Where are my buttons at? That's where my buttons at.
Do you not know where your start is?
No, my start is not starting. My start was not starting. No, it's just didn't want to do it. All right, cool. Pillars. All right, so Philia, in opposition to Fukua. By the way, what's really hilarious? You see the way the Philia is standing is the way that Fukua is standing, even though her hand's at her hip. That's literally her.
That was why that pistol was hitting.
Yeah, that's actually her hip.
Her hand right now.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But Philia's game plan really is just like get in to shimmy out. She's like in to get out. So you do one of these, dash forward, bail out the opponent, and if you're within range, you can do one of these and confirm. So just kind of like what her thing is. Otherwise, if she dashes in, dash out, it's kind of jump scare them with enough forward, hit the buttons sort of thing. Otherwise, like, you can play at range, hit them with one of these, confirm full screen. So she's definitely the kind of the quick keep out. Go in, see what they're gonna do. If they decide to press a button, you can just sit there down back, press buttons, all that good stuff.
And then going into like a character specific example from here, Philia versus Parasol doesn't want to do as much like box air dashing and dashing backwards because this kind of just shuts that down.
Yeah,
it's been my experience. They either like to wait, it's H that goes up, right? H hairball up? Or is
L.
L. Yeah. They like to do that to get above me, and then like play a kind of left-right game and make it weird for me to press these buttons because they're a little slow. Or if you have an assist, you just do that and then force them to block the assist. Or they kind of stay just outside this range, get me to whiff something. Because also, dash up to medium kicks, sometimes low profile is my jab.
Yeah.
But also, like, Parasol jab has a ton of recovery, so you try and get the Parasol to be too scared to press. Because if I do this, all of a sudden, now it's your turn to just, like, run in, and Parasol's like, scrambling to get away. So it's... You have a general game plan that you then adapt per matchup, per player. But she's much more mobility, break your wrists and break your fingers focused.
Yeah. A lot of time it really is just this in here. And then do your thing. And then you just go into the mix-up flow. Yeah, if you can get her movement.
Cool character to play.
She is.
I don't think I can. My fingies don't do that.
No, you don't want to just go crazy, dude?
I'd love to, I just don't know if I can. My fingers understand Parasol and that's it.
Go crazy, dude. Go crazy.
But yeah, I mean, if you want really good Philia neutral examples, highly recommend watching Mies. Highly recommend watching Race. Those are probably the two highest profile Philias right now.
I think
Sage
so, yeah.
as well. I don't know why that
Sage
didn't
actually.
come to mind.
That's true, Sage. Sage got a pretty good feel. It's true.
And I mean, obviously, there's a plethora of Philias who have come through and done things. You've got Biceps, you've got Juice. Like, there's a ton to study if you're ever curious how Philias go about certain matchups.
Yeah.
Just get ready to listen to them also complain about said matchups and say they're going to.
That's true. True. Odd is Philly. That's true. Oddberry.
Odd plays way too many teams for me to ever associate any characters with them. Like, my brain is just like... How long has it been since they've played Philia? Wait.
A couple months, right? Last combo.
They're Umbi Brass something. That's like most recently in my head is Painwheel, but like it's
it was
usually
Painwheel.
those two plus the third. But yeah,
It was Philia for the most part, yeah. But I think they've changed that since then.
Odd has a really solid Philia, and that was one of her
Yeah.
original characters.
Yeah. Movement is fun in Skullgirls. It's great.
I need to do this a little bit more, especially even just to.
Sure.
I really need to do it to
fun.
fake up people challenging my approaches. There we go. That's the one that I think has the most application for me. But I usually play too close to do this in people's faces because I'm just gonna get hit for it.
No, you need to do that on streams and be like, what are they doing? What is that?
Because while I'm doing this, I'm not doing anything else.
That's fair. That's fair. Man. What's great. What is Parrot doing? She's dash dancing. For those who don't know, actually, dash dancing exists in this game.
But yeah, this
Yeah,
works really good
you
because
can
Persona has
do
great
shit.
button dashes both ways. But you can
Yeah.
press 4. If you press 4, button dash 4, it counts the 2 backs as a backdash. So you do the first part of the backdash, button dash forward, backdash, and you can just keep alternating those buttons. And
Yeah,
backdash.
yeah.
But it's kind of hard to
pretty cool.
control, especially with a
it's
step
hard.
dash like this. Any
Yeah.
minor changes and your timing like start shifting you, and I do not have the precision in my inputs to like. Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard. It's fun. Most characters can do this if they have a step dash or a wave dash.
I mean,
Will
everyone
can kind of
it.
do this, but it's really hard. It's not necessary. Like,
Fuku would rather just dash dance. Or wait, what's it
yeah,
called? Wave dash?
just wave dash backwards. Yeah,
Yeah.
just wave dash backwards, and that's fine. That's all she needs. It's fun. I guess that's all there is for the forum here. So it's to the Discord from January.
Also, whatchamacallit, for the record, we would do prioritize chat questions, so if anyone does have questions, we will gladly
Yes.
hop on those as well.
Please do.
Do not feel like if it's not on the forum, it didn't get asked sometime. This is a
Yeah.
live feedback. You're here, we don't know if the people who asked the questions are here, so no deal.
Yeah,
We'll get through everything eventually.
yeah. If
Just
you're
we
not
don't
sure
have
what the
to
question
make
is, just ask it anyway. It does not matter. Someone did ask earlier, how do you get better in scrambles? What buttons should you be pushing besides jabs? It's extremely broad. And
Replay
I mean,
takeover.
yeah, a lot of that is just replay takeover. So if you find yourself in a scramble, pop open that replay, see what you could have done differently. That's kind of the easiest way to
Think
to
about
answer
what
that.
solutions look like they might work and test them out, and then
Mhm.
that just eventually slowly builds your pattern recognition. This game is a lot of pattern or situational recognition, and it just goes, "Oh, this usually works here." I'm now like, and then you go, "All right, I'm gonna do that again." Same way, it's like if I'm ever in a situation where I'm at this range versus Philia and I do shot, it's like I know they can Gregor, but if I do it outside of Gregor's hit stop range, I can actually cancel into bikes, and it's in my favor sort of deal. It's like, and I only have the super flash to react to that, but it's like I just know in my head. I've seen the situation so many times. It's just I've trained myself to instantly do that response. That's honestly how you get better at scrambles. Play a lot, go into replay takeover, and kind of lab to see what does or doesn't work. And then also, when you're finding those very niche things in replay takeover, don't get too crazy to figure certain things out, because it's like past a certain point, think about what's reasonable. I have labbed, just because I wanted to see if I could, I've labbed like spacing my block string so I could get a 2 HP jump cancel on Robo Saw, and it's like, this is not the punish we're gonna get, where I like did 2 HP TK toss, jump heavy punch, and got a combo afterwards. It's like, this is not something I'm doing normally in a scramble. This is just, I'm doing it for the lulz because it works. Make sure your solution makes sense in the majority of situations and isn't just hyper tailored to one specific situation, unless you see it all the time. Because you can kind of fall down that rabbit hole and quote unquote waste some time practicing if you're trying to be a bit more efficient with your time. But at the end of the day, all knowledge gained is knowledge, so it's not like it will hurt you at the end of the day. And it might end up coming out. Sometimes the stupidest things happen repeatedly. Just play a set with Ruby to see it.
True.
Yeah, okay, so first actual lab question. How to defend against lockdown assists. Would you like to demonstrate, or do you...
Sure, I've done this many times, in fact. This should be like in a frequently asked questions. I will, in fact, use the main team to demonstrate such a thing.
Yeah, I'll just do Copter. One of the best lockdown assists in the game.
Yeah. Well, let's start with my standard block string that I like to use on the gamers. So if you could hold down back for a hot time.
Yeah.
So I do this, and that's a lockdown assist. Double is heavily plus after the Fuku happens, but at any point in time, you could actually negate the string by push blocking at certain parts of the string.
No.
So it's a little dependent on where you start and where you end.
Yep.
Oh, have you done with the string? Have you done with the string dunce? Oh, you were right though. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't usually. I play this game very much intuition based. I haven't labbed against you specifically.
That's fair. That's understandable. That's fair. That's fair. Usually it's like that. Yeah. Hydra, hello.
But so in regards to this string, my thought process, again, talking about intuition-based, I'm trying to push block one of the later hits before the assist comes out to get this double as far away from me as possible, which also then opens me up to a PVGC window if they try and rush in behind their assist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sort of deal. But versus characters with high lows who are doing a block string that stays a little bit closer to you, I guess I'll just...
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Ooh.
Oh, I timed that. Alright, I need to not do the good offense.
Understandable.
There is a mechanic in this game called Absolute Guard. So, while you are push blocking, you essentially what push block does, outside of actually pushing your opponent away, which is one primary effect of it, the other very important effect it has is you are locked in block stun for 25 frames.
Yeah.
And for those 25 frames, you are locked in the block stun that you push blocked with. So if you push block crouching, you are stuck. The push block is stuck blocking low. That does not correspond to what you're actually blocking. Let's see if I can just... If you can push block the shot.
Sure.
And then absolute guard. I guess that's out of time. God dang it. I'm bad at demonstrating this.
It's out of time. It's okay.
Or actually no, I'll do it with Thesis.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That'll make a lot more sense. So they push block low, and I hit them overhead. You didn't see them stand block because it demonstrate or the animation they're locked in is which one ever they push blocked with, but they're still blocking high because the push block is blocking low for them. Oh, what you saw that second hit was after the push block ended.
Yeah.
So for the entirety of those 25 frames, they're blocking low, which means they can't be thrown, they can't be hit low. All you need to do is block overhead, and you literally cannot be hit for the entirety of that push block duration. That is absolute guard. And if you see that magenta shield, that is what absolute guard means. Or overhead and low hit within like 2 frames of each other and you got unblockable protection, more often than not, it is the absolute guard symbol. Because it is very rare people actually get unblockable protection in this game.
Yeah, it's very super rare. Yeah.
So when it comes to dealing with lockdown assists, that is by far one of the most important concepts to understand. Because you straight up cannot get hit during the duration of your push block, during your absolute guard. The thing I was doing to JP unintentionally, because it's just habit, is you need to be careful when people time their offense after those 25 frames. Because they can just wait, react when you push block, and then time high, low, throw the second you leave. Which opens them up to the second option. Mash with push block guard cancel.
Yeah.
Okay, so to re-elaborate for Crash, what absolute guard is, when you push block yourself, whichever blocking you were doing, whether it was stand block or crouch block, the push block is locked into that. So if you crouch block and push block for the entirety of the 25 frames, you are crouch blocking. So if you manually block high, the push block blocks low, you're manually blocking high, you're blocking low and high at the same time. If you stand block and push block, you are blocking high. If you then manually block low after your push block, you are blocking high and low at the same time. So you need to alternate from whichever block you did as the push block to essentially initiate absolute guard. Does that make a little bit more sense?
Okay.
Yeah. And then the second half of push blocking, and the reason push block guard cancel works, is the second you exit the push block stun, essentially, you are immediately free to act. So after 25 frames, you are back to neutral, in quotes. You are no longer in block stun. You can act as you please. So what that allows is for you to input a reversal. You can choose anything. You can choose
anything.
any option whatsoever. The reason reversals are so good is because they're invulnerable, and usually your opponent is pressing something.
Yeah.
And so whenever someone flashes green, they press the button within a couple of frames after leaving the push block stun. And so invulnerable reversals are really good if a person is doing heavy delays, or for instance, if I'm like pressing a button that's really slow. So if you push block my 2 light punch,
sure,
and then just mash jab for your PBGC, I think it should beat this.
So then?
Oh. Yeah, well, that did it. Wasn't quite what I
yeah.
thought about, but
Cool.
I block landing you on accident. Okay, it didn't quite reach, but it would have stuffed me. It would have stuffed me if I was closer, or if you had a better chat, because you're double.
Yeah. Don't.
So it's like, if you expect there to be a gap, that's where usually PBGC, a fast option works. So jab, or if you're Bella, you have diamond drop. And it's like, you can pick and choose your options, because you can also just do something like PBGC and then up forward. And that really catches some people off guard. PME likes to do that all the time.
Crazy.
So it's just like, those two options combined, preventing yourself from being hit during the duration of your block stun, or during the duration of your push block, as well as being able to mash after the block stun, really help nullify a lot of the pressure. Did you do Kluger?
Nope. Jab. Just stop moving. It'd be like that.
And both of those really help. And then, yeah. The other point is, if you can push block the point character to be far enough away where they're not going to give you a significant threat, so like what I was trying to do JP with his block string, that is also another option. So it's like there are a lot of different facets dealing with lockdown assists, and each one is a little bit different, and some of them are very different. So it's like versus what's it called, butchers. Depending on when you push blocked, you cannot actually mash a reversal because you might still be hitting the hyper armor ending frames of it, and you'd lose.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it becomes more specific, and that's where replay take over, or just playing versus that opponent a lot and testing out different options you think may or may not work. You slowly get a feel for what does and doesn't work. And then they change up their offense and make your adaptations not necessarily obsolete, but you then need to adapt again until they start presenting the option you figure out how to beat in the first place. And so that's kind of, lockdown assists are a very important thing to figure out how to deal with. And absolute guard, push block guard cancel, and just in general good push blocks. And again, good push blocks is in quotes because it changes a lot depending on matchup and just straight up what your opponent is calling you out on. Very, very nuanced topic. You can go really into the weeds versus for like each specific, not even just point matchup, but matchup with different assists. Because again, different lockdown assists do different things. Cremation is much more easily up forwarded out of than Seracopter is.
That's true.
And so those are a good building block to like good things to test right off the gate to then figure out a better solution. PBC's dash, yeah.
You don't know. Real quick, could you actually call Terracopter? Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
If I can get this. It's a little hard, but if you're nice with it, I think you should be able to like move her away. But it's difficult. Of course, it's difficult, like most things. Kind of like range dependent as well. It's like on the first, you can push block on the first hit, but that's like a difficulty sort of thing, and that's as you more get used to it. What things you can't push block to get yourself off immediately. If they're like doing the stuff, right? They have the pressure immediately on you.
Absolute guard does mess with your what's it called? Does mess with your charges. So charging in this game is 35 frames. Push block in this game is 25 frames. So there's a 10 frame window where you will not have charge.
Yes.
But so I, as a Parasol player, highly prioritize stand blocking for my push block so I can keep down charge and then continue it after my absolute guard. As opposed to blocking low and then stand blocking, I don't have any charge besides back charge, which doesn't help as much on defense. So it gets a little bit finicky, but if you could pick one more lockdown assist. There's one last facet that's kind of important to talk about.
We'll do you with Eliza.
Don't do Butchers. Butchers breaks this.
No,
Okay.
It makes it hard. Okay. Fair. I'll do Spiral. Spiral's a good alternative.
Yeah. I was going to do counter calling, which doesn't work as well versus...
Gotcha. That's fair. It's not as good. That's true. It's not as good.
So, if you see them call their assist, if you have a DP assist, so if you have an invuln assist, or if you have an assist that's armored, so brass, lock and load, you can wait for them to call their assist first. And I didn't mean to press a button there, but you can just lull them out. Look at how much damage that does to the assist.
It does so much, dude. So much. It does so much. Counter calling is so good in this game.
It's really good. So that is one final option if you have it.
Yeah.
Why does this hit so...
Parasol.
sad.
It's actually the shape of Parasol. That's funny.
Yeah. And the only reason it works as nicely on you is because you stick your foot out. It goes farthest up to the lowest.
Her toes, dude. Her toes.
Yeah, okay. I think that's a
pretty good.
good answer to lockdown.
Good answer to that one.
Neither of us are great at playing Peacock, so this will be interesting.
Peacock things. Sheesh.
What is a good time to approach this when they've started getting through my zone?
Okay, so this question's worded strangely because if they've already gotten through the zoning, there's no approach for you. So,
well, yeah, I think I kind of understand it, but I'll talk about this in a bit more general terms. Because it really depends on what resources you have available. Getting through the
Yeah.
zoning kind of limits your options. Yeah, whatever. I'll just do this, and then I'll do.
Good old breath.
You know what? Let's go beat.
Beat. Beat.
So, if they are at this spacing already, and let's say for whatever reason, and so again, it really depends on which zoning pattern you're doing. Because if you're doing like this from full screen and they get through the dead zone, sometimes you have enough recovery to up forward check.
Yeah.
Sometimes, oh, that's not item drop. I'm really bad at this character. You can have this and kind of hold it over their head and make them a bit more antsy to approach you in the moment. You can, once you see them getting through, have saved your assist to then cover that spot to allow you to back up more, or go like that. And so it honestly really kind of depends on what you have available to you.
Yeah.
In terms of when I highly recommend you actually go forward as Peacock, because she can be played really aggressively. I think you just need to be a little bit particular about it. If you can force them to, at this range, block something, and you like know they're gonna have to block it, you can then notice that they're not making it through the zoning pattern. So whether it's item drop, they're gonna get forced to block, or whether it's I'm so bad at this character. Storage. That's when you can go, okay, I'm going in. I force them to block something, especially if you have an assist to then layer behind it. So you can then force them to block a projectile, force them to block an assist, and then run an offense behind it. And then it's like, because certain things like this and this, especially I think this one, are pretty safe overhead that will safe jump a decent amount of reversals depending on the timing. And so it's like you have options like that, and if you don't open them up and they push block you out, you're Peacock. You call your assist, you run away, and you start zoning. But so when it comes to checking aggression, it's understanding whether they are or aren't going to make it through your zoning. Oh my god, she's tall. Wait, that hit her? Why is your hat so big? And then having a corresponding response ready. And so it's like, if you want to be aggressive, wait to see them block something relatively close to you and go, okay, I'm calling my assist, I'm forcing my turn. If they've made it through everything, pay attention to how they're actually getting through things. Are they coming through swinging? So like, is it Fortune who's doing Erdest jump light punch to make herself small and thread the needle? Because if she's doing that, she can't really act out of it easily, and that's where a really aggressive up forward jump light punch might smack her out of the air, or just a space jump heavy punch to like tell her
that's
stop.
crazy.
Whereas if they're coming in using only their mobility and then they call an assist behind them, that's probably not a great time to go aggressive because they're not putting themselves at any risk.
Yeah.
They're going to get close to you, force you to block something, and all of a sudden you're close to them without having threatened. But that's not to say never to do it, because you will always have options. If they're empty hopping at you and calling their assist, you have an aggressive air throw, which either gives you a combo. Wait, for Peacock it gives you a combo, or if they tech it, their assist is now on cooldown, and you're kind of at a like this spacing where it's like, oh, I'm Peacock, I'm doing Peacock things again. The number at the bottom is
that's my ping. My ping to dance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. I couldn't remember the name. So neither of us are great at Peacock, so it's really hard for us to fully demonstrate. I apologize on that front. But I hope those concepts at least make a little bit of sense.
If you can you hit the zoning pattern, because I can get some waves out of there actually.
I can do a couple. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So then that's one way to just like, if they decided to hit it on you, you can counter approach like that.
Oops.
I've practiced character in forever.
I don't even think my zoning pattern's all that good. Because I only understand how to do this. And it just
Oh yeah, no. If you want to be goated.
Yeah, it's... I don't know how to zone with Eldritch like at all. I do not understand this character.
Go to
well.
Patrick. That's crazy. Crazy Patrick. Crazy bastard.
No.
No, just out of range, that was crazy.
Yeah, Peacock is wide.
She's wide
Yeah.
and not at the same time. Hopefully it helps though, you know, a little bit.
Question?
The follow-up
what are
question as
solo-
well.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are solo
did I just do that?
options for Peacock with the corner? I mean, the kind of scary part is you don't always need to escape the corner, and I think that's where a lot of Peacocks
Yeah.
kind of get mixed up, is like they try and force it a
Yeah.
little too hard. Obviously, you're at a disadvantage because your spacing is messed up. But doing that in the corner,
Yeah,
That
this in the
and
corner
Boxcar-
actually is not that bad. Yeah, this is crazy actually.
that really prevents any like jump-ins for the most part. You still have item drop. You have this also to deal with any jump-ins. The other grounded normals aren't that great, but you also have
Yeah,
reversal.
no, this one's okay.
And I mean, you always have
This
just
one's okay. Yeah, also just George, you know.
this
George
is
is
always
pretty
an
good.
option
Yeah,
if they're remotely close enough. It's just...
yeah. Crazy. This
And then
also
when you're in
kind
the
of
corner,
okay.
boxcar, right?
Boxcar,
This comes
yeah,
out
true.
almost instantaneously. It's like you can fight for yourself, as well as especially your air normals. If you have any of this, if you made them tentative to approach, you can make walls with a lot of these. Avery, depending on how much space they've given you, does a good amount. And this is a
Oh, this is
really
crazy,
important tool to get used to using for a couple of very specific situations. If they're on the ground calling their assist, trying to have this assist catch you as they land, this just hits the assist. The assist goes down, they're in block stun. You can air dash at them, or you can call your own assist, after you force them to block it. And then it's like, you do this, call your own assist. Oh, you were blocking my assist? That's a shame, I'm out of the corner. And so it's like, you can really pick and choose your moments to fight your way out of the corner. And then once they're a little bit more tentative, again, once you force them to block anything, you can super jump over them and press jump heavy punch on the way down, get that more space, and then do your usual Peacock escape shenanigans. If they overcommit to the air, it's not the greatest dash under dash, but it's an
that's
option.
true. It's okay.
And if you are playing versus a person who really overcommits trying to close distance, so if you're playing versus someone who really likes to air dash at, which this is really common for Fortune and Philia, or not Philia, Fortune and Annie players especially, I see this a lot. If they choose something even for Peacock's air dash is a really good example of this, where it's she gets close, she air dashes in. If I have a feeling you're gonna air dash in and not adjust any other mobility, H teleport goes based on the location they were when you first use it. So if you time it right, you're too far away for them to do anything as they're flying towards the corner and you have the full screen to go. That is the ideal escape option, but that is a very recognition my opponent is doing something that can't get this. You do not want to get baited into doing this. An assist will usually make it a lot harder to punish, or again, if you have a George in the way, all of a sudden it's smile. But you can still get thrown, and an aware opponent will throw you. Just watch me play Koala. It's you have a plethora of options to get your way out, but not only to get your way out, but to make it really annoying for them to hit you in the corner to the point where they overextend and then you force them to block something and jump over them or teleport out after the fact. It's you have an arsenal of tools to make it annoying to hit you in the corner. It's not the greatest place to be. By all means, if you can avoid being placed in the corner in the first place, do it. But don't shut down and think you can't do anything, because Peacock is really good at fighting her way out of the corner. So I think that's pretty much my answer for that.
Sure.
Oh yeah, airsoft. I hate this button. Like
Airsoft's crazy.
this button makes me so mad. Why can you force me to block from this far away? Like parasol jump heavy punch doesn't hit at this rate.
It's crazy.
It's a good button, and it tracks if they're closer. Like it's not just fixed. It's just this button has made me lose my mind. Just thank God it's not a low. They gave her
That's funny.
Arakune. Yeah.
Cool.
What a stupid character. Although I have a feeling if I actually put the time into her, she'd fit my playstyle pretty well.
Yeah, if I put the time into her properly, nobody's winning anymore. I don't want to do that.
Smart.
I want to have fun. I want to have fun.
Oh, fun.
I want fun.
Alright, next questions. This kind of goes back to the spacing and neutral. What are some effective ways Philly can get in versus characters like Double or Fuqua? So, I'll let you take the reins. You understand all three of these characters better than I ever can.
Sure. Is that the one? Is it this one? Okay, I guess the start button changed. Ha 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 ha. Cool. Affiliate. The ways Affiliate can get in on Double and Fuqua. I will choose Philly if you can do Double and Fuqua. Kick Scary Fuqua. It's Scary Fuqua. Scary Affiliate. Oh no. It's happening again, Dunce. Why can't my character air dash, Dunce? Why can't she air dash? Crazy. Alright, so Philly's pretty good. She is, in fact, they like to call her the Shoto of the video game. So a lot of the way that Philly plays is all movement based. So most ways that Philly can get in on both Fuqua and Double, especially if you're playing against a lot of spacing dependent Philias, I guess so. Philias, Fuquas, and Doubles. A lot of the way that your options can get in, aside from just the normal air dash, I'm trying to get in, I'm gonna do this thing, do that whole shenanigans, that sort of thing. Yeah. It's because of the way if you can get behind her, yeah. It's crazy. This button's crazy. This button's so good.
This button is the problem button in this matchup for Philly.
It's so good. It's so good in this matchup, dude. But like the ways that you really want to be able to try to get in on both Fuqua and Philia is like dash forward, dash back, 2MK if you think they're gonna press anything, or even just dash forward, just do nothing. Dash for low is also extremely good with this character, because otherwise you can just like check and just check him and then go back out if you so choose. Feel free to so choose. A lot of it really is just spacing dependent, and then just what do you think your opponent's gonna do? Because otherwise Fuqua and Philly can just do that, and they can just punish like that. It's crazy. 2MK is really good as the spacing button for Philia. Otherwise, you could try to confirm, but it's really hard. It's really hard. And then you get drinks like that,
One thing, especially for the ones who are like really trying to punish your air dashes and approaches.
Yeah.
So if they're doing stuff like this, you can just push block them to the corner. Same thing if they're kind of doing a bit more of this. You can just slowly, and then all of a sudden it's like, I don't like it as much here. I can't retreat. I start doing stuff like this and I get antsy, and then you dash in, catch me whiffing a button, and then dash back in, and it's like, or dash out, catch me pressing something, and all of a sudden I'm doomed. Big thing for Philia Fuqua especially is do not autopilot in scrambles. Be very careful about how you deal with this button. Sometimes you're just gonna need to back off, because if you try and like do your default scramble options, because I know you Philia players just want to air dash in after every scramble, you lose. Like this just shuts it down. There is no guide. You can, if you have the presence of mind, you can like down back at this and then go in afterwards, or just with Punisher with 2 medium kick now, because it's just like and so it's like it's one of those things where you kind of really have to be on top of it. It's not a fun matchup for Philia. It's error of not error of execution. What is it? Onus of execution? Burden. There we go. The burden of execution is on the Philia. Burden. you have to be the one kind of dictating what the Fuqua does. Because if you're unable to deal with her doing her normal spacing stuff that Philia needs like active game plans to deal with.
Because like otherwise she's gotta get stuffed out. Yeah.
You just don't get to play your default game plan. So you need to have a specific one that will be one tailor-made to Fuqua, two tailor-made to the Fuqua player because they all play her differently and will have different strengths and weaknesses. You are trying to force her to make mistakes, either very tiny mistakes, again, like just getting push blocks in the corner repeatedly from her zoning, or have her like get a little too antsy, swing, and then it's your turn to go in. Obviously, assists also really help with this, so if you're playing Philia with like Brass, Fuqua needs to respect a lot more than she normally would. Same thing if you have a DP assist. Philia L Bomber, honestly, probably do some really stupid things to Fuqua.
Yeah.
And so it becomes very matchup dependent, also based on your teams. Same thing with Double. Double is a bit worse in the scrambles because she doesn't have this button, but she has Luger, and so you need to be worried about making sure you're either in the dead zone for Luger or you're chasing her down for her sway, or just backing off, letting it whiff entirely, and then going in afterwards during the tons of recovery Luger has. This is a pretty standard for Philia at this point, but you are using your mobility and your threat to force them to make mistakes, to then capitalize afterwards. Or, once you've gotten them a little too antsy to press anything, then you abuse that respect you've gained and just go in, once you've gotten them too afraid to press. It's a bit of a give and take. You have to do a lot of work to condition your opponent. And or just be a really good player versus player, like playing the player, not playing the game sort of player. It takes a lot of work, especially in certain matchups, unfortunately.
Because she kind of struggles a little bit in certain matchups where she can get stuffed out pretty easily. Because big buttons be kind of huge. So if your whip punish isn't happening, it's kind of important for Philia.
One big thing to understand for Philia, and I know this is really important for the Parasol matchup, I'm assuming it's pretty important for Fuqua and Double as well, understanding what are and aren't true block strings.
True.
Because if I catch... Well, actually, at that distance, I have hit stop. Benefit stop. Basically, Gregor is really good at checking blind block strings. So if I do that...
Yeah.
I'm dead. Double doesn't have as many fake block strings, but they can happen, especially if they're delaying some of the Lugers to like frame trap you. Sometimes you still lose because Gregor is great.
It's the best first super in the game.
But yeah, understanding the gaps you can pick with Gregor is really good, as well as, like JP talked about earlier, using, if I'm getting a little bit too antsy on the zoning, I can get whiff punished or called out with Ringlet Spike. And so you got to get used to using a lot of your tools in a lot of different situations.
Yeah. We're good. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. Alright, so after this one, how should I be pressuring on block as Annie and Umbi? So, kind of different for either character. Was that yes? We were answering your question. Ha 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 ha. I mean, what's with the boss
there?
That's with the boss one. With the boss one. I'll do 6 HP, and Annie will be this. I wasn't paying attention.
Also, I just realized we missed a question in chat. Oops.
Oh, did we?
Asking how to combo off a throne. It's TLDR. It's finicky, but we can get more into it.
Later. Yeah. It's a little finicky. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Why did I start?
I don't know.
Oh, it's weird. Odd, very odd. Alright, so pressuring on block has both Annie and Umbert. Umbrella's block string structure is really dependent on where she is in her hunger states. So you must be very aware of where you are in your hunger state before you can actually press any buttons on block as cleanly and safely as possible. So if we're doing on block string and I'm satiated, we'll start with Ravenous. Ravenous. She's +2 now on this now. She's +2 on this. So technically she could just keep doing this.
Also with a 4-frame jab.
Yeah, with the 4-frame jab, it's crazy. So you can continue to keep pressuring your opponent kind of as you see fit until they decide to press anything. Unless they are aware and they actually decide to whatchamacallit. Give me some of that. They decide to reversal or push block correctly on the Slurpin slot. Because then it actually kind of nullifies a lot of your pressure. So you back that up with an assist, something like that. That gives you a little bit of more spacing and then a little bit more time for you to be able to react to your opponent doing stuff. Especially because 2MP is really good as a button for Umbert, and it's still far SF away for you to hit your opponent.
Nerfed,
So
by the way.
insane, nerfed, but still really good. Ha 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 ha. Insane. Give me that. Yeah. Weird
and
things.
so
Weird things.
Once you have done that, especially in Ravenous, and gotten them afraid to do anything, because that's what Ravenous is really good at, you then all of a sudden threaten high, low, throw, cross up, because you have a cross up normal. And so you mix up just strong, safe pressure that you can pretty reliably react to your opponent's push block and adapt your block strings accordingly. So either call your assist or just put a bubble out, like if you didn't go into special already. Like that is so hard. The L bubble is just criminal.
Yeah, it's L bubble's kind of crazy.
So it is very much a combination of making sure your block strings are safe and keeping you close. That's what Slurp and Slide is really good at doing for you. Or even if you need to bail out and you realize, oh crap, I can't Slurp and Slide because it's going to be like too dangerous.
Yeah.
Just set yourself up in a position to press 2 medium punch. Be in like that threat range where upward jump medium punch isn't really an option as much anymore. Upward jump heavy punch is still something they kind of do.
Yeah.
Where like you're in ranges to threaten that at mid range, and then you're Umbi in Ravenous, so you can just dash in as one of the fastest characters in the game if they ever give you that respect. And then again, you open them up because you're a can opener. Do you have 3 medium kick?
Yeah. Punch.
Command throw and stand heavy kick, which is just criminal.
Yeah.
Reactable in quotes.
It's reactable at what is it? 16 frames?
Oh no, I'm talking about the heavy kick. The heavy kick is reactable, but it's never in anyone's mental stack because they're worried about everything else.
Everything else, yes.
And so the short of it is
very hard to write.
Get really good at responding to your opponent's push block, get them afraid to press anything, and then just be Umbrella in their face.
Yeah.
Works the best in Ravenous, can still do it in your other modes. Ideally, you're not really on block as much and overstuffed. It's a bit tough. But at that point, you're usually doing Under the Weather or something else to stall time to at least get into satiated.
Yeah.
Because what are they going to do? You bought yourself time.
That's a lot. We'll say, please don't try this while you're in tangled, Ravenous, because then you get 3, and that doesn't help you.
Yeah, no, when you're in the Ravenous mode, you're going in. They built this mode to go in. If you don't go in, you die.
Yeah.
A very sad death. Because you are now the worst character in the game. That has so much recovery. And you can try and fish for a throw or reversal to get out of it, but it's kind of predictable. People are very used to it at this point.
Yeah. Try for this. Or into a chomp when you're not.
Does throw even work in a...
No. It's silly. Wee!
No, in Starving.
Oh, in Starving? Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I always forget that exists. But yeah.
I'll get there eventually. There we go.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like your offense becomes kind of predictable because it's like you're either fishing for the things that turn you into a character, or you're not playing the game ever.
Yeah, it's kind
Or you're
of
just
kind of.
Pressure changes. Pressure changes slightly. It's just a little bit worse when you're in satiated. Your frame data is not as good. You're a little bit slower. You can afford to play a little bit more patient if you get push blocked out because your projectiles are better. So you get push blocked out. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna L bobble and wait for time. Again, when you're an overstuffed, you usually don't want to be pressuring as much because you're just that much slower. But your stand heavy punch does then get armor, so you can kind of call people out checking a little bit too much with just a big old bat to the face. That's kind of the basics for the Umbi.
Yeah.
This character,
Hannibal.
you see a lot of people do this for a good reason. Or
Pretty good.
the more common, up back, react to what your opponent's doing, and then go in. I'm
Yeah.
not going to tell you ever do this. It is good. This cannot be the only thing you do.
Yeah.
Because if you do it, people all of a sudden get to do some really... You want to 2 HP me for this?
Sure. I missed it. It's crazy. I missed it. It's crazy.
You don't play this character. That's fine. Yeah.
There you
There's some really good preemptive answers that just kill you for doing this. And versus someone who knows the timing. So, like, I'm a
Yeah.
Parasol player. I love pressing stand heavy punch there. It is strong. It cannot be predictable. So, what are your other options? Lamau.
They're really good.
You have this.
Really good. Because, you know, she needs that too.
Look at that. Look, like,
The range. The range. Second longest in the game next to Band, right? I think.
it's second.
Pretty sure.
It's out there. Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Nerfed, by the way.
Nerfed, by the way. Crazy.
This used to throw. This used to be in throw.
This used to throw all the way. It used to throw all the way. It's crazy.
So her block strings are a bit tough. If you are kind of cracked, Ito likes to play her a little bit more Street Fighter, where you play with Punish Game with this. It's not a bad option. You have to be pretty good at reading your opponent or reacting. Solid option. It even goes further than your 2 medium kick. If you have them a little too afraid to press anything, you always have this.
The good old rolling JHP. Oh man.
M pressing on block should be a true block string. I forget the frame
Yes.
data on it though.
It is +4.
It's still +4.
It's +4 game.
Oh my god. Okay. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That always keeps you safe. It's really easy to push block and force you out. So you're not as good as Zombie at just sticking in like we were talking about. This character is a bit more of a... You get 1 or 2 shots. It's kind of more like Beowulf, where it's if you don't get them in, you're kind of playing neutral again.
Yeah.
But you're really good at just creating walls in neutral.
True.
A lot of enemies don't really use this button.
Let's go button.
It's a dumb button. It's
Like-
dumb.
Pretty nice.
Especially because you can just do stuff like this.
Yeah.
Or... But obviously, y'all know landing on people with this is really good. Again,
Yeah.
it's a really good option. Don't make it your only option.
Let's go take one of the spots. She does not. Eliza does not take one of those spots.
Eliza's throw is big. It's not that big. And then you can always just play neutral, and if your opponents are getting antsy, you have a nerfed anti-air. It still functions. This anti-air is still the same.
Yeah.
It's a lot
Still the same.
slower, but if someone's being really predictable, like they're an Annie doing up, back, delay, air dash, forward, jump, medium punch, they're fodder for it. And so it's a good tool to use when you know it will work. Also, if you got your opponent really scared, everyone forgets she has a standing over.
She does have one of those. Pretty good.
It's kind of hard to get anything off of mid-screen depending on your assist, but if you've got them boxed into the corner, and you're playing a bit more of the I'm gonna wait for you to get antsy and like check you with options, you can call an assist here and just do this and go in from there. She's not as much of a rushdown character as she is a spacing, mid-rangey, kind of jailing character. Again, like Beowulf, you kind of get 2 or 3 opportunities if your opponent's going to push blocking to open them up. And if they defend it, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I'm working again. Can you just do the normal last hit push block on jump medium punch on air dasher?
Yeah.
Oh. There we go. So this is a situation you'll be in a lot. I'm so bad at predictively dashing. You have all of these options at the spacing. Like, you see Annie's. A lot of characters do this. You see Valentine players do this all the time. Same thing with jump heavy punch. Especially if it's a bit of a higher hitting one. Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
If it's something you know they're going to push block, getting really good at reading push block habits and predictively dashing in to put yourself in range to do this, not even needing to dash to hit at that. That is your bread and butter. You force them to push block something, and get baited. No, it gives you an opportunity to then close in the space while they're still locked in block stun.
Yeah.
But now, you do need to be careful with it because there are layers to this. Don't push block me and just mash jab afterwards. Wait, oh. Wait, am I stupid? Oh, no, it's because I just pressed. I didn't dash at all.
Yeah.
So, like, if I'm expecting to get push blocked away and then I'm trying to dash in and press something, yeah, you could lose the lockdown. Well, depending on the lockdown assist, but you can use that after that spacing. Lock and load, that's, like, perfect spacing for it. Spiral won't force them to block, but it'll prevent them from fighting back, or at least not forwarding out. And so it's like, it kind of depends from assist to assist, from situation to situation, because, again, like I was saying earlier, a very high blocked jump heavy punch is going to be very different from them push blocking me down here. Like, situations depend on everything. Same thing is, like, if you saw JP earlier messing up the push block for jump medium punch and push blocking it too early, I'm a lot closer to him, so I don't need to dash in. I can just do an option because he push blocked too early and my momentum stopped. So I'm just kind of here.
The difference.
So yeah, that's kind of how Annie offense works. It's a bit more finicky. You're gonna have to work harder than Umbi. Annie's strength is not offense. It's a bit of neutral. She has really good reactive tools. They got shot because people hated her. And then on hit, her damage is nerfed, but she's still Annie with her mix.
Yeah. It's not so bad.
She's still a damage engine. Oh, not necessarily a damage engine, but a DHC engine.
DHC engine for sure.
Yeah, so that's a lot of that.
That's pretty good. If you could block real quick. Here's a little block string. So this is +4. So you can ad nauseum loop that, but of course you run into the issue of push block happening right here. But they do have to deal with the crescent, so that means you can mix it up afterwards. So
if you're a
similarly,
psychopath, if you could do H crescent instead of M.
Sure.
Oh, that has so much blocks. Never mind. That's not gonna push block bait anyone.
It's a little hard. A little hard. If you want to be super silly, L crescent is neutral on block. So if you want to be super silly, no, you don't run into the issue that you get push blocked, and this doesn't have as much range, so this is like more likely to fade away a lot more quickly than M or H. So, but if you want to be super silly about it, do something like that and mix it up a little bit. As then it's dependent on like you play whoever recovers faster.
Yeah, and then these are all options that get quote unquote nullified by push block.
Yeah.
But if you've conditioned your opponent to not be looking to push block as much, all of a sudden they become a lot better to use. It's kind of the give and take, where at a higher level, Skullgirls actually still becomes a frame data game.
Yeah.
Because there are certain things where push blocking, especially push blocking predictively, like we talked about earlier with how people push block jump medium punch and you can just dash up and throw them afterwards. Omitting push block becomes really good in certain situations, and then all of a sudden it is just a frame data stagger pressure game when people aren't going to push block. It just has an extra layer to it. So it's like all that stuff still does matter. Yeah, Annie kind of struggles to play Rushdown, unfortunately. She just doesn't quite have the mobility to stick in. Yeah, I'm still really bad at push block baiting, and well, Parasilk's it's hard for her. I end up doing a lot of stagger pressure, just messing with people. And the funniest part is I'm not even actively thinking about it. Again, I play this game very much by feel, and so I've just intuited a lot of good timings. It's really funny. Intuited? That's not a word. Whatever. But yeah, so I know there was one question in chat for combos off of Throne, which I think I'm gonna let you demonstrate, because I have not labbed this in the slightest.
Oh, it's like combos off of Throne. Where was that? Oh, off Throne? Okay.
Yeah. Elijah Throne assist on screen. What, like, if there are any options, or if it's just a little cursed.
Biggest band, right?
Yeah, Big Band and Bella.
Let's see. Bella assist. Big Band or Bella mid-screen. And then yeah, Throne assist, right? Throne input. Yeah, that's one. Alright, cool. If you want to do silly shenanigans with Throne assist, because I flagged this out because I thought it was funny. You know, cool things, because it's always fun. I love Throne. I love Throne too. It's very silly. Pretty sure if you do this, that's Bella. And I don't want that. What's the one? Is it like this? Is it like this?
I need the heavy
that's
kick
that
combinations.
one. But that's one. So I need to do no, that's gross. Okay. So I need to do you know. I'm gonna do whatever the heck you want after that, because you know it's cool. Similarly, if you're deciding to use Bella, you can get that to upper knock. Yeah. And if you time it correctly, you can get the knockback, and then you get the side switch. It's a little weird. There you go.
Yeah, and I think okay, so you've got all of that. I think the question was off stray neutral hits mid screen.
Stray neutral hits.
A lot.
Okay.
A bit more cursed.
Oh, like if you just happen to have a Throne out of nowhere, like you just hear.
Yeah.
When it's a random Throne. Wow. Let's just kind of have to like e-break it, like.
Or if you're close enough to the corner, just brass and take the OTG.
Yeah.
And you do always have the option of brass or A-Train and just take the sliding knockdown and run from there. for bands.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
never gonna be
Did.
a bad option, so to speak.
Nah.
It's not a full combo, but you're in an advantage state.
I guess at best you would A-Train. I guess depending on where you are on the screen, at worst A-Train, at best you should be able to get an E-break off.
Yeah.
Otherwise with like Bella, if you're deciding to get a throne, get one of those, depending on your spacing. It should actually. One of these! But then your combo scale attack anyway, so you know.
Does dash jump to medium punch get you anything at good ranges?
That's some community punch?
Seems like that'd be a pretty good.
One of those, yeah. Let that get up in there. Well, I think, yeah, even still. Yeah, it still has to be like that, so, because you have to make your way forward. Yeah, so you can get pretty far with Bellers. So depending on how close you are, kind of dictates what options you should be using. So yeah.
At full screen,
you know,
you're not getting anything that isn't predictive. Mid screen, you have a couple different options to react. It'll be tight. It's sometimes you're not going to get it. Again with Bella, sometimes you do also just get the same option where it's like, oh, it hit. I'm not going to get anything from this. 6 heavy punch, take the sliding knockdown. Because that'll. Although maybe at any range you get the sliding knockdown, you can get dash jump to a medium punch. That's worth lapping at that point. Figuring out that sort of stuff.
Good question.
No.
Oh. Oh. Wow.
I love that DP.
This is so great, dude. Also, if you're a Bella player, get used to doing this so you can get your funny meter up. Good. Charge partitioning, yay! That's charge partitioning. That's how charge partitioning works in this game. If you're holding back, you're also it counts forward, back, back, forward, back as 2 motions. Yeah, so charge partitioning is in this game, yes.
Well,
Input buffering.
it depends on your definition of charge partitioning. It's funny fine
that's
game.
fair. Kind of more like input buffering, if anything, because it's still holding the back a couple frames.
That is just overcharge.
Yeah,
That's so stupid.
overcharge. Wee. Ooh, yeah. No double dash punch. I can do that, yeah. But that's all the questions, I think. Seems like, right?
I believe so.
Sheesh. Crazy. Ooh. Last question for me, okay.
You know what? I don't drop those.
No problem. Last question for me. If I have characters in a happy birthday during the JHK loop, I'm gonna assume... it said double afterwards. JHK loop with double, how do I end it? Seems like the gun at the end only hits 1. Depends on your height when you're doing the JHK with double. Because you can just keep doing JHK loops and just continue onwards.
Would you like me to pick small and band?
Sure. Why not? Hit the double. So I guess we might as well. A good time to demonstrate all the happy birthday options that Doble has. Bagpipe blues. Wow, look at that. For over a decade. Wow. Oh, I'm dashing forward, Wow. Cool, look at that. We're doing one of these. So we got this one here. This one right here. This is classic. Got this one here. Otherwise, you just do.
Having 2 characters in the happy birthday.
Oh, like in the happy birthday? Ah, like if you tried to
Yeah.
end it. Okay. Whee! Double. Crazy. Insane. So during the JHK loop. Okay. Oh, during
So
the JHK
getting to the
loop.
restand.
How do you end it? Oh, in the happy birthday. Okay. To the mid screen. Okay. So here's the carry that I do. That goes fairly far. Like you go to like halfway past mid screen, and that can take you all the way over there. So like if you're doing the JHK loops, like you can kind of land into like JHP, send to the ground, relaunch, and that way you can get your way all the way over.
Oh, that's not the right button.
Oh, whoops.
That's not how you use the skill.
Something like that, and you get close enough. It's kind of hard to do from mid-screen over, so like if you're close to corner, any landing button that goes into JHP to send it to the ground is kind of easy peasy. Or if you went from like JLK into JMP, it would be a lot easier for you as well. As long as you get the restand and you have the undizzy to afford. Otherwise, JHP just sends them to the ground. So do that as easily as possible. Otherwise it's you're kind of cooked. And to that end, really, if I see the assist, I'm doing the other corner carry combo, not JHK moves. Like, wham, bonk.
I need to
Double!
figure out how to do that better on this character. I hate it. Stupid.
This is Blob. But what if we got the micro dash though?
You need the micro dash versus the character, don't you? What's the stupid?
Might you? Yeah,
I
it's
forgot
that.
about
Yeah. Of course, it's because double is massive.
For anyone who's a Squiggly player and doesn't know, if you don't have either charge at the start, that's our best starter.
Not true. But the scaling, he says.
Squiggly doesn't care about scaling.
Yeah.
I'm missing this meeting thing. Oh my god. There we go.
Time to bury you.
I hate this character.
Too big. Doubles too big.
Wah.
Way.
Okay. I think that wraps us up.
Baboo.
Oh, I canceled the tour.
Ah, that worked too, though. That's fine. Sheesh. All right. Before we get on out of here, any other questions? Feel free to speak now or forever hold your peace.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, -1, -2, -3.
Sheesh. Waiting.
I hate that one gram a game, by the way. I'm so upset.
Of course. A general question we may be able to answer.
A general answer. Ah, this button.
That's
Footsies.
for good.
I will preface this answer with, are you accustomed to fighting games in general, and then are you accustomed with team fighters?
Yeah.
Like a two-part question. Because short answer, in my opinion, play whatever you have the most fun playing. If you enjoy playing 3 characters, you're going to want to play 3 characters. If you prefer playing 2 and 3 is too much and it's like overwhelming, stick with 2 or even play solo. I played solo for like 200-300 hours.
Yeah.
And I still play solo, but that's a different. If you prefer playing 3 characters, and you keep having fun playing 3 characters, full send it. Especially if you have experience with team fighters. IMO, just go with what you enjoy. And if at any point it becomes too much and you don't enjoy it as much, lesson learned. Stick with the 2 characters you liked, or this is like still kind of playing 3 characters, but you can just play duos and rotate which characters you select. But my biggest advice for learning a game, especially like we're not playing this for money, just have fun. Do whatever you have fun doing, and you'll play the game more and you'll learn more. There's a reason I still compete solo, because I get really like pissy on certain days if I'm not playing characters to the level I think I should play them at, which is usually an unfair standard because I have literally 1,000 more hours on my solo character than any other character I've played.
Yeah.
So just make sure you're having fun. If you're having fun, progress will come because you're just playing the game more and you're thinking about the game more and you like actively want to play the game. So yeah, that's my TED talk.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yes.
All right. I think we'll
Play
be
whatever you feel comfortable.
wrapping things up.
Wrap things up. Thank you all for stopping by to this virtual Saturday. If you'd like to see more trailers from us, tournament for April starts next week. Tune in for that Wednesdays at 8 p.m. EST. I'll have all the things up maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Today's kind of oof. It might be a schlup tomorrow, but I'll probably get all the things up tomorrow.
We
Monday.
need to figure out if that's gonna be a normal bracket or if we're gonna try a side bracket.
Yeah, we should probably decide that tomorrow.
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
Stay tuned. Announcement.
Stay tuned.
Coming.
Maybe cool, different bracket. Mondays are maybe a thing, maybe not a thing. Check all the Discord for all that, and maybe not a thing. Cool. Tuesdays is Dennison if you want ranked matches in Mixmasters Discord. Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty dang nice. If you feel like quick matches are doing it for you, Dennison is available for you to play against a bunch of people at different ranks. That's pretty cool. Wednesdays is us. Thursdays is Mixmaster Wars, y'all.
Yep. As well as our VOD review.
True. That is our VOD reviews. Please send in your VODs. We can help you kind of like in this style, except if you send us replays of your matches, we can go over it together and then give you tips on your play options for you to check out. Like I did, what was it? It was like 2 weeks ago. Tsukiyomi was like, I can't kill with Philly. I'm like, you're wrong, brother. Just do it like this. But it's helpful for those kind of situations because now you see that situation again. I can actually kill from this hit right here. That's pretty cool. It's super useful. Thursdays, Fridays. Man, is there anything Fridays now?
Alternating weeks, I think, is the Honest Skullgirls, the solo bracket.
Honest Skullgirls. Yeah.
But I don't know if that's on or off this week, so I apologize.
Valid. It's one of those. Saturdays is us again, and then Sundays is Hunter's Hustle when he's maybe back from break. Thing to note, there's a charity event happening on April 12th for Ruby's charity against Caster. Pretty cool. Please tune in for that. Very nice, very cool. Support the gamers playing the video game and donating to charity. Hunter also has a TO bracket where I think, what is it? You donate about $800 to the TOs and then split 50-50 with the players, if depending on whatever happens first, I guess.
The way the TO bracket is going to work is up until a cap, which is so 1,600 total or 800 being 50% of it.
Gotcha.
If they raise under 1,600, it goes 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
Anything above 1,600, so 800 goes to the TOs who are running the event. If it donates go over that, everything else goes to the prize pool.
Yeah.
I explained that kind of convoluted.
Something like that. Send your TOs to combo riggers, essentially what it is, though.
Up until 1.6k, Your money gets split. Anything above 1.6k goes straight to whoever wins that prize
Yeah.
pool.
It's pretty cool.
There we go.
Please send your tales for Combo Breaker. Again, I would like to go play the video game. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it'd be sick. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you all next time. Watch the video. Bye.
And my spectator.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh,
Second
ooh.
kill.
Oh, nice. Ooh.
Oh, we avoided
Let's go.
it. Nice.
Oh, let me see it. Hey,
Hey,
the combo?
hey, hey.
You finished this.
That's,
They died.
that's somewhat of a combo,
Nice.
yeah.
Hey, there it is.
We're missing a few more parts to it, but
Yeah.
We got combination.
It's like we have some bombas, but like our knowledge of the mechanics of the game are not exactly there just yet.